Hello? Are we here? Good morning, folks. It's just one of those days today. Welcome to a brand new episode of SMP Live. I am Kennedy, and I am so excited to have you guys here today. Hopefully you guys can hear me now. I'll make sure and double check all the comments. But welcome back. We are starting a little bit later today, so I hope you guys had some lunch, and I know everybody's watching all over the country, wherever you're watching. Actually, let me know where you're watching from. I'd love to know. But I hope you guys got some food, you're hanging out, and now it's time to lounge and hang out with me and Grace Company today. I am so excited to have Grace on the show today. We're having a little reunion. I haven't seen my friends at Grace in so long, and I'm so excited to see them and see how they're doing and see all the new products that they're going to talk to us about today. So that is so exciting. I'm very excited, but I want to talk to you guys first. So good morning, everyone. I did see a lot of you guys up this morning. Normally we are live at 10 a.m. So if this is your first time watching, you can always catch us Thursdays at 10 a.m. PST. And we're always talking new products, always demoing new things. So that is when you can always find us. And a great way to keep up with that is to like and subscribe, of course, and then also turn the bell notification on just right on the side of the YouTube. Wherever you're watching on YouTube, just find that bell, hit the bell, and that way you'll be notified every time we go live. And we also are always posting updates on our Facebook and in our Facebook group. So if you want to join that, just go to our Facebook, request to join, and we will go in and approve you, and that way you can be all in touch with not only us at SMP but SMP Nation. So very exciting for all of that. But I see everyone talking in the comments. Pat Atkins, good morning from North Carolina. We've got Lena Davis in Iowa. Is it Lana or Lena? I think it's Lana. Lana, I think that's what it is, from Iowa. I see Leah Thompson. I saw You Know Me. I always have to shout you out. Good morning, You Know Me. Lisa G, love seeing you on here. I am just so excited to see all of your familiar faces and names on here. Rita Diaz from Houston, good morning. And I know it's later today. Rita said it's 4 p.m. in Texas. How's the weather in Texas? Because we have had the strangest weather the past couple of days. It was raining yesterday in California, Southern California, and now it's like cold, but super humid. So yeah, and you'll also have to forgive me. I am coming down with some sort of little sinus thing. So if I'm a little stuffy, my apologies. I'm getting through, but I feel like, and let me know if this happens to you as well, but I feel like the weather transitions from summer to fall always gets me and always does. So I hope everyone's having a great day today. I hope everyone is not dealing with whatever stuffiness I'm going through right now, but I hope you guys are all having a great day so far. Hello, Nilda Valencia. Good morning. We've got Shirley Chaplin. Hello, guys. I love seeing where you guys are all from. It's like we're all joining in this one place from all over the country. So how cool. But today, let's talk about what is going on here at SMP Live. So like I said, we're going to have Grace Company in today, and we're going to be talking all about some really amazing promotions that are going on right now, and also talk to you about some of these amazing products that they have just launched, and also talking about some of their most iconic machines, aka my favorites, the 19X Elite and the 21X Elite. These are some long arm machines that are no joke. And if you are watching and you've been looking for a long arm machine, or you've been looking to upgrade your long arm machine, you want some more space, you want some more versatility, definitely tune in and grab your notepad and take some notes, because they have a full show for you of all of these amazing products. And I know was that last week? We did the Hummingbird, and we talked all about the new products that they are just releasing now in the next couple of weeks. So we are going to talk a little bit about the Hummingbird as well, which we had a great success with the Hummingbird as well. We got a lot of pre-orders on that one, and we have some great deals going on. So if you are interested, are we still doing that pre-order, Kyle?
Yes.
So you can pre-order now for, remind me what was, it was $20 deposit for the Hummingbird. And the QuiltMotion Foundations is going to be a $99 deposit, which we're going to talk all about those products later today. And also you can go back to our show last week where we talked about the products in the new launch and all of that the day that it came out. So check all of those out, but we do have some deposits. You can do a little deposit. So put that down and reserve your spot because they are going to start shipping out, I believe, mid-October. So if you put that deposit down, you'll be on the first batch of hummingbirds that come in. So that is good to know. Always got to let you know about that, keep you in the loop. Some other updates. I know we were talking a little bit a few weeks ago about some changes that are going on with SMP directly. So in the next coming weeks, you're going to see that the website is going to look a little different. We are actually swapping and we are doing a massive update on our website and a huge refresh. So keep your eyes peeled over the next few weeks. About October is when we're going to have that new website launched. Still the same place, still the same website, but it's going to have a new look, new feel, and also a lot more features to help you shop in a better way, in an easier way, and in a more accessible way. So very excited on all of that. We were looking at the little mock-up website of what it's going to look like when it's all done, and I am so excited. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so great. And we might have to do, like, on the next coming shows, we'll have to do like a little sneak peek or something and show them what it's going to look like. Because if you're techie like Kyle and I, we love seeing the website and all of that stuff, but let us know if you want to see that. Ooh, Ginny Drake said a wish list, like having a wish list on the website. That's a great idea.
See, that's what we want. We want you guys to tell us what you want so we can do that.
Exactly. We want to be like Santa Claus and make all your dreams come true. So let us know. A wish list is actually such a great idea.
I think you're right. We probably need to do a show around just like, let's all look at the website.
Yeah.
That would probably be good.
Oh, no, good idea, you guys. We will get that scratched down on the schedule for the next coming weeks, but a wish list is an awesome idea. And that way you can save anything that maybe you're working on a project and you need to save certain products that you're using, or whether you use the same of like one product pretty consistently and you want to keep refilling it, you can keep that in your wish list. Oh, great idea. Thank you, Jenny. We will add that to our little suggestion list and we will try and make that happen for you. But how awesome. See, and everyone's in agreement. I love it. Great minds think alike. But yes, new website. It's going to look awesome and still all the same info and all the same things. Nothing's changing on that end, but just new look, new feel. We're out with the old and in with the new. So very exciting. But with all of that being said, I think we are ready to chat with Grace. And again, if you guys are interested at all, we are going to be dropping all the links down in the comments. So as you're watching, feel free to go onto the website and scroll through all of the info for all the products that we're going to talk about today. And I do have them all linked down below in the description. So make sure you go check that out. And then you will be able to shop and check out all of these products that we're going to talk about. But let's bring Grace on. Oh my gosh, I know Melinda's going to be here. I'm so excited to see her. So let's see what they are all doing. Hello, you guys.
Hey, Kennedy, welcome back. It's so
We
good
are
to
back
see you.
together again. I'm so excited.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
It's been a minute. How long have you been gone?
I was gone for a year and I just got back at the end of August, I believe. So it's been a while. And it's funny because I got back and I felt like I was in the exact spot that I was a year ago. And I was like, Grace machines, we still have the 19X Elite, we still have the Cutie Frame, we still have the Hummingbird. It was like I just transformed right back to where I was and it felt so amazing. And I was like, we got to get Grace back on. I have to see my friends again. So I'm so excited to have you guys back.
Awesome. We're excited to be here
Yay.
and again, excited to see you. I'm kind of in that same boat as you with the seasons changing. Like
Yes.
the last few days, it's like I don't even know how many times I've sneezed.
Oh,
My nose
yeah.
is just like, it's not a dripping mess like constant. It comes and goes and it's like, oh my gosh. And the pressure right there, it's like, oh,
Exactly.
go away.
Yes. That's what I've been dealing with the past couple of days. And it's It's so great. It's so great. It's wonderful. And I'm just hoping that this weather transition can just happen already and we can get to fall so that way we can be in our cozy autumn attire and starting on all of our fall quilts and projects, because this is my favorite time of year for just the weather wise and also all of the projects. Oh my goodness. I love anything fall and autumn and all of that. So very excited for fall to be here.
Yes, you and me both. You and me both. And, and I can see Allegra. She's joining with me today.
Hello.
She's nodding her head in agreement. It's like we
Yes.
are just some fall
Listen,
gals.
fall and winter are my favorite seasons because I could always put more layers on, but you can only take off so many layers in the summer.
Yes, I always say that. I would 1,000 times rather be cold and have to bundle up than be hot and have to not bundle up and have to go find a fan or something. I would much rather be cold. Let us know in the comments if you guys are in agreement with that, because you can always layer. Exactly.
Yes, yes. All right. And just like Lana, I am so ready for fall. So,
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Bring on the pumpkins, please. Bring it on.
Yes. Well, Kennedy, we have a lot to talk about today, and you know, so we have 4 products we're going to talk about. 2 are behind us. We've seen them before, the 19X Elite and the 21X Elite. But you know what? Tell me, are the sales for this month not crazy? Like they're
crazy.
totally crazy,
No, they're
right?
totally crazy.
And then SMP's deal, even crazier. I was like, I'm gonna get fired for offering this. So, but we have a ton to talk about. All right, so again, behind us we have the 19X Elite and the 21X Elite. 2 of my favorite machines. You know, have always said I gravitate towards the 19X Elite. With that being said, we have a facelift on the 21X Elite. We have new handlebars. There's the bobbin light has been added to the 21X Elite, and a new bobbin hook assembly. And people will say, well, what does the bobbin hook assembly have to do with anything? You've sewn on the new 21, right?
I actually have not.
Sew on it.
Okay,
So
ready
on it.
guys? This is live first reaction. Oh,
Do you hear that difference?
I sure
Do
do.
you see the difference in the stitch quality?
And I can feel it too.
Yes, yes. So the new handlebars, being that addition to the comfort of moving the machine, the bobbin hook assembly, the bobbin light, it's a convenience thing. It's not something that you see all the time. You know, but having those facelift options on the 21X Elite, I'm sorry 19X Elite, but the 21 is my new favorite.
It just got booted out at #1. Man.
Yes, yes. But I love all of our machines. So tell us kind of the same things between the 2 machines, if you don't mind.
I love this question because people are always worried they're going to miss out on something if they drop down a size. But one of my favorite things about our products is pretty much every single X Elite machine is the exact same machine. The only difference is their throat space and where you maintain them. So the 19X Elite and the 21X Elite both have the adjustable handles. They both have the 7-inch display that has built-in help guides, which I love because those help guides include pretty much everything you get in your manual, excluding those assembly instructions. And if you're like me and you sometimes forget how to thread your machine, even though you do it all the time, that's just right at the tip of our fingers at the screen, which I think is so cool.
Yes, yes.
That screen also has a built-in calculator and a bobbin estimator as well. So
bobbin estimator?
Yes, so you never have to worry about running out of bobbin thread before you know it.
You know, I would say that's probably like the #1 most frustrating thing, whether you're quilting, whether you're sewing, is running out of bobbin, because usually you don't notice it right away. It takes a minute to realize, wait, I'm not stitching. What is going on here? So having that bobbin estimator, phenomenal.
It's so nice. It's green when you're good to go, yellow when you're about halfway through, and then it'll turn red when it wants you to change it.
Yes.
So super fun, super easy to use. Something else that they have is they both run at 2,600 stitches per minute.
That's
Now,
fast.
A lot of people say, wow, that's fast. But what I love to tell people is you're going a lot faster than you think, especially if you love tight stitches, 12 stitches per inch and higher. You're gonna hit 2,100 stitches per minute way faster than you think you will. And so you're just a little bit further off from 2,600. So a lot of people go, that's really fast. I'm never going to stitch that fast. No, you will. Trust us.
Yes.
You're gonna get comfortable. You're gonna start speeding up. But that's why they have these really cool things called overspeed warning built into them. So
Yes.
we're not gonna hurt the machine if we go over the 2,600 stitches per minute.
No.
It's fine, we're not gonna hurt it, but the regulation can't keep up with us. So
So
you will
I
notice your
like to
stitches get bigger.
Yeah, but I like to explain that as very similar to the cruise control in your car. If you set that cruise control to 65 miles per hour, if you're going straight, that's no problem. But if there's a curve in the road, you have to slow down to make that curve, right? Otherwise, you're just going to keep going right off the road straight. So it's a very similar with that speed control. It's giving you the warning to slow down so the machine can actually keep up and keep your stitches per minute.
Yes, so we love it, it's great. It also has an edge warning built in.
Yes. So I know I'm the quilter that I'm looking at where I'm stitching. I'm going to put my needle up. So I'm focused right here where the needle is. That's where I'm looking at. I'm not paying attention to how close the back of my throat is to the rail. So if I'm stitching along and I have this perfect pattern that I'm stitching, if I hit the back of that throat on the rail,
And we still have just a little bit of space between my fingers before that front rail. So if you're not paying attention,
you're going to hit that. And I always say a few choice words when I do hit it, because that means I just have to go back and pick some stitches out, and nobody likes to pick stitches.
let's see, let's take a look at the screen now, and we'll talk about pretty much everything that is built into there.
Yes,
So,
yes. So hopefully we don't have too much glare on our screen.
I think we have it set just perfectly.
Yes, hope so.
So we're in the home, this is what it looks like. If we go into settings or things like that, it's gonna show us the different things.
There we go.
Let me move this
Oh,
just a titch.
gonna come on this
Let's see,
side.
I had it lined up, guys, I promise.
There we go.
Okay, and I'm gonna turn the brightness up just a tad for you guys. Oh, it might be all the way up. There we go. That's a little bit better.
Yes. All right. So all of our machines have 4 stitch modes: precise, cruise, manual, and based. Precise and cruise are going to be the regulated modes.
Those are those top 2 right there.
Yes. All of our machines have a based mode. Now with our frames, you really don't have to baste.
Basting is optional.
It is optional. However, we're creatures of habit. So whether it was our mother, our auntie, our grandmother, whoever taught us to quilt probably told us, you need to baste your quilts. Otherwise your fabric is gonna pucker, you're gonna have wonkiness or shifting of the fabric. So you have to baste your quilts. You don't have to with our frames. Again, it's optional, but again, we're creatures of habit, so we baste.
Yes. Now, up here in this little menu up there, we have options to go to settings or to help. I'm gonna click help, and I'm just gonna show you what we can start with: preparing to quilt, quilting itself, maintenance, troubleshooting. Now, something cool about Qunique machines is that they don't require any type of yearly servicing, which means you don't have to box it up and send it somewhere once a year or worry about taking it off your machine once a year. Just general routine maintenance done by you. And if you can't remember, here it is right here in the screen. And if you're like, that's great, but I'm really a picture person, guess what? We have pictures for that too that'll walk you through step by step
How to,
with
where
pictures,
to.
how often, what not to do to maintain your machine and keep it in tip-top condition.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I love the simplicity of the machine, of all of our machines, how easy they are to use, to maintain. but the stitch quality, and you know what, I'll tell you, I was recently at a dealer event, and the dealer that I was there with, well, one of the employees, you know, we had our machines side by side with some other machines. I won't name any brands, but he was looking and he goes, you know, your machines look a lot more high end than these other machines that cost a lot more. And I was like, well, looks aren't everything, but they help.
They do.
You know, they're great looking machines, but not only just great looking, they're exceptional machines. They're, you know, have excellent quality, excellent, you know, workability. They're affordable. That's what I love about Grace Company and the products that we have.
Yes. Now that's not all the screen has to offer, so I think we should jump back in and show you what else we got in here. So for quilting, we have how to set your tension, which tension is always a big question. Sometimes there's those of us who like, I know how to fix that tension problem, and then there's people like me who will stare at it and be like, I don't know what happened.
I'll turn this style, I'll do that.
So we we can click on correcting bottom tension, and that'll tell you how to make sure your bobbin isn't too tight, too loose, and got it just right.
Yes.
And top tension as well, with some more photos to show you what it should look like, and also how to diagnose what
to fix.
if it's bottom or top thread that's giving you the issues.
Yes.
So we have all these goodies packed in here, but we also have, our settings option.
Yes.
So you guys saw me adjust the brightness when we first went into here. I can also adjust the needle area brightness. I'm not gonna do that because it makes it so you guys can't see the needle, but I can also program my needle up and down button to be a full stitch or a half stitch. I personally like the half stitch, so I know when it's in the down position, it's gonna stay up when I click it.
Yes.
I can also program whether my needle stops in the up or down position. And then you'll notice it says overspeed sound, overspeed light, edge warning sound, edge warning light. This is so whether if you have visual impairment or hearing impairment, you can choose between one or the other or both. There's a red light that'll blink at you, or there's a beeping sound, and you can choose all, some, or none.
Yes, yes. And I love that. You know, again, it just goes back to the simplicity of the Grace Unique machines and how they're made for real people, everyday people that, you know, have preferences and, you know, love the hobby of quilting, and whether they do it just for themselves or close family members and friends, or if they do it professionally. You know, there's options that work for everybody.
Yes, and we love that.
Yes.
I personally love Unique because I do feel like we are a very accessible brand, whether it's budget or just accessibility built into the machine in general. We make sure that no matter who you are or where you are or what struggles you have, we can make sure you can still do quilting, get into quilting, and have fun.
Yes, and from what I hear, our customer service is amazing. I hear it all the time, you know, at shows, on the phone, you know, from my dealers, from SMP, you know, I just hear how phenomenal it is to work with our customer care team, with our tech support team. You know, we really just want everybody to have the best experience.
Yes, and we do take pride in that because we're the ones that answer the phone. So we're happy to hear that we have great customer service, and we want to make sure we keep giving that to you guys.
Yes, yes. All right, so we talked about a lot of features. Between the 19X Elite and the 21X Elite, those features are the same. And now a lot of people will say, well, what machine should I get? You know, and I know I tell people, think about two things. One, think about how much space you have in your area. Do you only have a small amount of space, or do you have a large room with lots of space that you can put a big frame in? You know, so think about your space, kind of how you want that set up, and then think about your budget. And I always tell people, and I think I hear you tell people this too, pick whatever machine and frame that's the biggest, that fits into both of those buckets. So within your budget and what will fit in your space.
The best thing I ever heard someone say was that we had an a la carte menu, basically. So a lot of the time, specific machines belong to specific frames, and they can kind of cause a little bit of
You can only
frustration
have this,
when
you
you're
can
trying
only
to
have
upgrade
that.
or switch between things. But all of our machines and frames can be mixed and matched, excluding the 21. The 21's too big, so it only fits on our Evolution frames, which are the two frames in front of me right now. But other than that, you can mix and match almost everything.
Yes, yes, and I love that too. I've been with Grace. We've almost been with Grace Company almost the same amount of time.
I'm just 6 months behind you.
Yeah, yeah. So I know I started with the original Cutie at home. I started with my little brother sewing machine that I've had forever at home. I've since upgraded. Now I have an Evolution hoop frame, and I'm really tempted to upgrade myself to the new 21X Elite.
Yeah, we did just have someone else on our team upgrade to the new 21.
Yes.
So.
And she loves it.
She does.
Loves it. So again, think about your space, your budget. Think about what's going to fit within both of those buckets. And I tell people get the biggest, because if you start too small, then pretty soon you're going to want to upgrade because you've outgrown what you started with. All right. So we have phenomenal sales with both machines this month. SMP's deal is a little bit better. So we'll let Kennedy get into that at the end of our segment. But we have some two new products that we want to talk about. And I guess kind of before we jump into that, was there anything else you wanted to add between the 19 and the 21?
Yes, I did forget a couple things.
Okay.
First off, the 21X Elite comes with a magnification attachment that is attached to a magnet, so I can take it off, put it on my little handheld, and it comes in 3 different magnifications. So if you need a little help getting that needle threaded, we got you with the 21.
Yes.
And
now,
something, oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say that Magnifique option, that's a standalone purchase as well. So you don't necessarily have to just get the 21 to get the Magnifique. Magnifique is available by itself.
And it works on domestic machines as
Yes.
well. It comes with a sticky side, so you don't have to screw it in if you don't have one of ours. And then
Yes.
something that the 19 has that the 21 doesn't is, you'll notice here on the side, we've got some like printed instructions. Those are your threading instructions. So even though they are also built into the screen, you can also just follow all of the arrows and the numbers on the side to make sure you get your machine threaded properly.
Yes, yes. All right. So again, awesome machines. 2 of my favorites. I love them. I love the Evolution frames. We have the Evolution Elite and the Evolution Hoop. The hoop, you can quilt any size quilt with the frame. And in addition, it's also a convertible frame. People ask, well, what do you mean convertible?
You know, which I always commonly get asked about the Cutie Frame specifically, if
Can
it
it
can
go bigger?
expand into a rolling frame. And I'm always like, I would assume, no, I feel like everyone would assume that. And then bam, we came out with this frame.
Yes.
This one is your 5-foot hoop frame. It also doubles as a 5-foot rolling frame if you have something you can actually fit in the frame.
So those little crib size quilts or
This
smaller.
one that we have here. Or let's say you start with the hoop frame because that's all you have room for, and then maybe someone moves out. Maybe you get a she shed or your own quilting room.
Or you are moving into a bigger house.
Or a bigger home, and you're like, I am ready for the rolling frame now. This one, just a couple add-ons, a rolling frame upgrade and extension of your choice to make it 8, 10, or 12 feet. And then it can turn into this one right here.
Yes, so I love it. Again, I have the Evolution hoop frame at home. That's what I have space for. Once I have more space, if and when, yes, without a doubt, absolutely, I'll be getting that conversion kit to make my frame bigger. Now we have a question from Sandy. I have QCT Pro, does that transfer to a new machine? Yes, so as long as the new machine is within the QNIC line, your QCT software will work with any of those machines. Now, I do want to clarify, If you have an QCT5, did work with other brands of machines. So if you had a different brand machine with QCT software, there's a conversion kit where if you do choose to go with a QNIque machine, we can convert your software from whatever brand it was to QNIque, and then you don't have to rebuy the software. So, but yes, it'll transfer from various machines.
Yes.
All right. So I have been anticipating our next topics for a while. And I'm going to say both of these topics, I think, are the first lives that we've had a chance or an opportunity to talk about these new products. So I'm
Yes.
super, super excited.
Okay.
All right. So we're just going to push these back just a little, create a little bit of room. All right. And we have very limited space in our studio. So let's go ahead and start with our QMX FD. All right. So we'll go ahead and turn our tablet on. Now, Allie, we always get questions. Can I use QCT6 with my Juki, with my Burnett? What has been the answer?
Well, that's a trick question because when I first started, the answer would have been yes, it depends on your machine. And then a little bit after I started, the answer was no domestic machines. But now, look at this. We've got a Burnett B77 hooked up to automation. How cool is that?
It is, right? It is. All right, so we're super excited with automation to kind of bridge that gap of automation to your domestic machine. One, that's affordable, and two, easy to use. All right, so the tablet will come with QMX FD. This is what the tablet looks like. We can, right now we're just in a simulation mode, so we can go into quilt. We can choose a simple block pattern. We can do a simple pantograph, or we can do a straight line. Now the software does come with preloaded patterns. So if we go into the pattern library, we can see the handful of designs that are in or preloaded within the software. So Allie, we haven't had a whole lot of time playing, but what we do know, kind of what's your favorite features?
I guess it's not really a set feature, but the concept of the automation. So automation, the way that ours has always worked is it plugs directly into the machine in one way or another so that the machine can talk directly to the automation. But this one just plugs into the carriage, so it doesn't connect to the machine at all, which means you don't have to worry about having that stitch regulation or about it being a QNIque machine. All it has to do is fit on the Cutie Frame, and then your machine can be automated.
That is awesome. That is awesome. And I love that it gives us the ability to do just a simple block pattern or an edge-to-edge pantograph. Now, in addition, we have a design store. If we go into the design store, here it's taking us to our website, and there's tons of different designs, tons of different options. Go away, little pop-up. So again, so many cool features within the design library, different things. I've seen that you can upload pictures. I've seen pets. I've seen portraits.
I
It
did
just
upload
has
a picture of my cat.
You did?
I did.
Which one?
Of Bert.
Oh,
It's so cute. His big eyes, it looks exactly like him. It's great. And I didn't have to do a thing.
awesome, awesome. So I'm super excited to be able to use the design store, you know, look at all the different patterns, you know, and again, whether it's a block pattern, I can choose to create it a block. Some patterns are available to make it into a pantograph. So again, great capabilities, functionality, and best of all, it works with domestic machines. Who doesn't have a domestic machine at home? Nobody better raise their hand. We all should have a domestic machine at home.
2, technically.
Wow. Have you taken the second one out of the box yet?
Okay, that's enough, Melinda. The
Just
answer is no, I
kidding.
have not. I'm just as bad as some people.
Yes, yes. Now, I've had a lot of questions recently. I have the original Cutie. Will QMX FD work with the original Cutie?
It will not.
Why not?
I can't remember.
All right, so the original Cutie, remember it has the handlebars underneath. You would have to upgrade to the Chariot carriage.
It's also the bottom carriage. We did update the bottom carriage when we updated the Cutie to the Cutie Breeze, which I feel like we've made it a lot lighter, which is really nice, but it is different enough that these nice things down here that have our belts, they just won't connect to that one.
Yes, so the original Cutie, it's a little bit narrower than the Cutie Breeze. So it's the belt system, the carriage system, the wheels. We looked at the possibility of having, you know, an upgrade kit, but the cost of extra parts, a new carriage, it's the same cost as getting a new Cutie Breeze. So if you have an original Cutie, I'm sorry, you would need a Cutie Breeze, but there is an awesome bundle package for that as well.
Which we'll get to, but not yet, so hold out.
Yes. All right, so let's take a peek. Now, as we're placing our designs, I wanted to show this because our QCT software doesn't have this, and for QMXFD to have it, I'm like so excited about it. So if we choose our design, okay, we're going to place our design. Now, I'm hoping you can see that little crosshair on the screen. Now, because we're in simulation mode, even if we move the machine, it's not connected, so it's not representing that crosshair right now. But if it were connected when I move the machine, it's going to match up with that crosshair, so I get perfect placement. I know with QCT6 that I have at home, I have, you know, all my little different marking tools. If my husband takes it, you know, and doesn't put it back, it's like, 1, why did you take it? 2, why didn't you put it back? You know, so it's a tool to help alleviate kind of all the extras that you would normally need for automated quilting. So I love that feature. Again, and it's going to place right where I'm placing my design.
And we may be in simulation mode right now, but we do have that video coming up later that also highlights some of the features as well.
Yes, yes. So I would say let's go ahead, Kennedy and Kyle, let's play that quick video just to get a run through, and we'll be right back after that video.
A new era of quilting has arrived, and it starts right at home. Introducing QuiltMotion X Foundations, crafted for simplicity, built for your domestic sewing machine. Experience perfect consistency. No guesswork, no stress. Just flawless stitching every time. Let your creativity take center stage with beautiful automated results that bring your vision to life. QuiltMotion X Foundations for domestic machines. Simplicity, consistency, beauty, all in your hands.
See, I absolutely love that.
Me too.
It's affordable. It's created to make the quilting process to be easier, and again, work with your domestic machine. So I absolutely love it. When did we first kind of hear the buzz about QMXFD? It's been a little while, right?
Too long for me to remember.
Yes. So kind of keeping this secret for as long as we did, that has been hard, but it's phenomenal. And I truly believe we have the best engineers working here at Grace Company, to come up with all the different products that we have. It's amazing. So if we go back into the tablet, again, we can see our profile, we can see our system, register the warranty, log out, just some of the easy features. And it's not going back, there we go, built right into the screen. We again have our library of patterns. We can access the website for the design store. Everything's right there at your fingertips. I love that you can, kind of filter and look at various designs. So whether it's a block design, a pantograph, a block square, block circle, triangle, you have all of those options. You have categories, designers, so many different options to find patterns. And I think one of the things I like the most is, yes, you can get designs from our design store, but if you purchase designs elsewhere, there's a certain file type, and it escaped my mind at the moment, but there's a file type that you can upload additional patterns into the library. So I love that capability.
I'm seeing a couple of compatibility questions. This is only for domestic machines. So if you do have an older Qnique machine or a current Qnique machine, this isn't the automation for you, because this is only for domestics. And then I'm seeing a lot of, will this certain domestic machine work? Let's come back as a reminder that it doesn't plug directly into the machine. So compatibility with your machine, don't worry about that. It's whether or not your machine can fit on the Cutie Frame. That's what you need to know.
Right.
So the Cutie can accommodate machines with throat spaces that are a minimum of 8 inches, which is the needle to the back of your open area, no longer than 19 inches, and then front to back, the carriage is about 22 inches long, so I don't recommend anything larger than 25. Some people are okay with their machines hanging off the front and back a little bit. That's more of a personal option up to you, but no bigger than 25 inches and no bigger than 12 inches this way.
Yes, and the feed dogs have to drop
or have
a plate to cover them. Yes. All right. Now, have you noticed any other questions we've missed?
Not that we've missed, but someone says, I'm guessing since it works on a carriage, only a machine with a start-stop button can work. That is not true.
No.
I've tried it both ways. I've tried start-stop and used a foot pedal. It works both ways just fine.
Yes, so using a foot pedal, again, you just want to make sure it's positioned, the cord is long enough to position to where it's easily accessible. You do want to make sure to set your machine speed to medium, so between the rabbit and the turtle, so just a medium speed. As after you've placed your design and click sew, you will get a countdown timer, and I know at least on the Burnett that we have, you want to either press the start stop at the 2. It takes just a little bit for kind of the machine to engage and start stitching. So if you're using a start stop button, whether it's on the handlebar with something like the Sure Stitch Elite, or start stop on the head of the machine, or the foot pedal, you'll get that countdown timer. That's when you're either going to press the pedal all the way down and keep it all the way down until the end, or press the start and stop at the beginning and the end. But you don't have to have, a foot pedal or the start stop. It's universal or interchangeable.
And it is, correct me if I'm wrong, but it is compatible with the Little Rebel, because the Little Rebel is technically a domestic sewing machine.
It is compatible with the Little Rebel, yes, yes. All right, any other questions that you saw about QMXFD in the chat?
Not that I saw, just compatibility, and that was about it.
All right, awesome. All right, so our second new product that we're going to talk about is our Hummingbird. Now, again, we apologize, we have very limited space here in our studio, but this is the Hummingbird. And we can see we have these little legs, we have the clamps, we have straps. How does this work, Allegra?
I think this is really cool. So here's our little mat. It's basically a desk mat. If you've ever used a desk mat at a computer, that's basically what it is. We've got some grip on the bottom, not super grippy, but it will help with slippage and non-slipping, so that when we're rolling this around on our table, we don't scratch whatever table we have it on.
Yes, so on the bottom, we have these wheels, and it's the wheels that will make contact with the mat and easily slide. So this top rail, the take-up rail, I'm gonna take this clip off just to make it a little easier. But this take-up rail, all you have to do is turn it to unlock it or lock it.
Now,
and it
Melinda
comes right out.
And I did learn this. You twist just a tad harder than you think.
Yes.
Because I was like, well, this should be obvious. You'll just twist it.
We were both like,
But
we
then
don't
I
want
was
to
worried
break
I was
it.
going to break it. So we
Yes.
learned our lesson. We were doing it right, just not quite hard enough.
Yes, so again, the take-up rail comes out, and essentially you're just going to position the Hummingbird through the
Here,
or
I'll be
around
your machine,
machine.
Melinda. Here's the base of our machine. Here's our machine head. So you'll move the hoop instead of your machine, which is new for us.
Yes, yes. So I know I've had the experience of machine quilting since I've come to Grace Company. I wasn't, a quilter per se before coming to Grace Company. I knew how to sew. I've had a sewing machine for a number of years, but I wasn't a quilter. So coming to Grace, I've had the experience of machine quilting. Never had the experience of, push quilting or sit down quilting, but I've heard the stories of how hard rustling with fabric is heavy, quilts are heavy. It's a process to push quilt, or, some people might just call it free motion quilting, but it's a process. The Hummingbird, it's an option. It's giving you the fabric management option, so you can quilt easier and faster, and so it's more enjoyable.
This way, if your preferred method of quilting is sit down / push through quilting, one, it helps manage your fabric so you're not trying to lug an entire roll like over your shoulder, or you're not cramping your fingers trying to keep it all. Actually, the worst, I did do a little bit of push through quilting. I was doing just something small. I didn't really need a frame. It was going on a shirt, but it was a heavy shirt. And let me tell you, I did have to fix some things because the shirt started slipping, and the stitches go where the shirt goes.
Yes, yes. And I know it can be hard, push quilting, whether it's a small project or a big project, can be very, very challenging. So it looks like we actually have a machine, another table, another machine.
Someone came to our rescue.
Wheeled in. So we do have room, a little room after all.
And
All
a
right.
machine to kind of show you. Okay. The mat's backwards, but I'm not changing that.
All right.
And there is no backwards way. It's just the words aren't facing you guys.
Yes. Now, one thing I love about the Hummingbird, you can set it up with your machine this way.
You know
So
what?
you're going this
I didn't
way.
even think about that.
Or set it up just like a Longarm machine, going that way. It's easier without the clips.
Oh, well, you know, I guess I should take the... So this is new to us too. So you guys are seeing us learn in real time. I'm learning in real time. I think Melinda's got it.
Okay.
Scared.
Oh,
I just held on to the leg.
gotcha. All right. So we would make our quilt sandwich, backing, batting, and top, clamp it in, and we're just moving the frame, the Hummingbird.
And these legs are height adjustable, so you can adjust it depending on your machine because that is important. So look, they can go super high and super low.
I love it. They can also rotate in
For easy
so
storage,
almost, you know, being
that's the
flat.
height one. Aha.
You know, so very versatile. I traveled with this recently.
How was that?
Well, the box didn't fit in my suitcase very well, but the frame, it fit perfectly. Without the
Okay,
box, I was able to
good.
pack it in. It was phenomenal. So,
You know, this would be great for quilt guilds too, because, you know, the Cutie, you can transport the Cutie. It's still pretty big. It's like twice the size of this with extra pieces. So imagine only having to carry this, your machine, and this rolled up. Easy peasy.
yeah, easy peasy. And oftentimes when we go to Quilt Guild meetings, we're taking a machine with us. You know, taking the frame, it isn't that much more. The mat, you know, again, not that much more. So again, I emphasize, I love, you know, the ingenuity of Grace Company with the products. It's not a one product fits all. Get in, you know, with what you feel comfortable with.
Yes. And what I love about this is, again, it just comes back right around to Grace being a very accessible quilting company. The only reason I don't like push-through quilting and I really dislike it is because it hurts my hands. It hurts my hands, it hurts my fingers.
It hurts my shoulders.
And my fingers recently have been getting a little bit worse where they lock in my hyperextended position. And so push-through quilting itself, 30 seconds in, and I can already feel my fingers like locking and cramping. But if I was introduced to push quilting this way, I probably wouldn't dislike it as much as I do now.
Yes, yes. And you know, for me, it's all about the fabric management and how easy it makes.
Yes.
You know, again, not a push quilter, but hearing stories, you know, of people quilting, you know, larger quilts, whether it's a twin or a full size, a king or a queen, that's so much fabric they're rolling up, throwing it over their shoulder, using poles, you know, to hold it up, weigh it down, you name it. You know, people are trying to manage their fabric so they can quilt, and it's like there has to be an easier way. The Hummingbird is the easier way, hands down.
Hands down, yes.
Yes. All right. Well, let's go ahead and bring Kennedy back in.
Hello.
Hello.
Great job, you guys. I just have to say, I love your little nickname, Allie. Open that machine. Open that machine up. Your new machine.
I know.
Girl, you gotta do it. It's time. You gotta test it out and see what's going on in there.
Listen, it's happening soon. I did recently clean up my quilt area. Things are moving, okay?
Good, yes. I mean, I understand the part that none of us want to do is the organizing and the cleaning. So, you know, we don't want to do that. But get that machine open. I've been thinking about it ever since you said it. I get it. Sometimes you just want to look at the open box and like just see it and be like, okay, just keep it right there.
Yes.
And I didn't even realize I was gonna say it until I said it, and it's like, oh, I just aired Allie's laundry.
The funniest part is I think you were asking for the show, like if I had opened it and if I knew how to thread the brand of machine that I got. And I looked at Melinda and I was like, no, I haven't.
How long have you had it? That's the real question.
When was Paducah?
April?
April.
Was it
Okay.
April?
I think
Okay.
so.
Yeah.
I'm giving you until October 1st, and then you'll have to let us know. If you're ever back on the show,
okay,
we'll need to
I
update.
can do that. It has to be opened to work on a Halloween costume, so
There you
it
go.
will be getting
that
opened.
was cute. That's perfect.
Yes.
That's perfect.
Yes.
So,
Awesome.
you guys did such an amazing job today. Me personally, that 19X Elite and that 21X Elite is my favorite machine to stitch on. It's my favorite kind of long arm. I personally do not have one. I've always been kind of roaming and looking through and have always wanted a long arm. And if I were to get one, it would definitely be one of those. Probably the 19X Elite, because I don't have that much space, but they all have the same features. They are just so sturdy, and we have them in our store, and they are just built to last. They last forever, and I don't think we've had to like adjust tension very often. I mean, maybe once that I can remember in the past 2-3 years of it being on our floor. So impressive, and just the technology in both of those machines it's just unbelievable. I love that.
I was amazed because I was at the store this last weekend doing the new product party with Raina and her team. I was in and out, got in Friday night and I left Saturday night.
I did that too
fastest
recently.
trip ever.
Mine
I'm like,
too.
oh my gosh, what am I doing?
No time for jet lag even.
No.
Turned in my
no.
receipts after, and I was like, that's it?
Yep. So,
This doesn't feel right.
I was amazed because, I went and tried the 21 on the Evolution frame that is set up in the store. Perfect stitching, perfect tension, and it's like, how long has this been here? It was amazing, and the customers, trying the machine with the frame, they were amazed as well. It's just an awesome machine.
Yeah. And the Hummingbird and the foundations, me personally, I'm so excited for the foundations because your Grace's software is, number one, so user-friendly. I want to emphasize that everywhere. It is so user-friendly. And as someone, I would consider myself, yes, I'm a techie person, but I don't need the crown of most techie person. I'm somewhere in the middle. And getting on that, the creative touch is so easy to use. And I just know this QuiltMotion, the foundations, is going to be even easier. And it's such an accessible way for people who already have the domestic machines to get started and try that type of software, because I feel like people don't realize how much it really speeds along your process, and especially for quilters who are doing it all the time. It is so easy and it takes out all of the tangles and all of the not fun stuff. It makes it fun the entire time from beginning to end. And also that Hummingbird, another great way for people to get into quilting that, might not have the space, might not have the, room or the she shed, even though we all want a she shed. Seriously, we all want one. But it's just a great way
I would settle for a rooftop patio.
You know what?
That would be
Ooh.
phenomenal. That would be phenomenal.
I love that idea. Imagine a rooftop patio with just long arms galore and during a sunset. I mean, I think I'd cry. It'd be so beautiful.
Yeah. Sunset, sunrise. I'm there. Let's do it, Kennedy.
Let's start it. I'm gonna start. Where's the hammer? Let me start building it right now. But you guys did a wonderful job. Thank you so much for coming on and hanging out with us today. I am going to show everyone how they can get these products today. But everyone, a huge round of applause from all over for Grace, for Melinda, and Allegra. Thank you again for coming on, and I hope to see you guys soon.
All right, we'll see you. Thanks so much, Kennedy. Bye everybody.
All right, you guys. they always knock it out of the park. We love Grace, and Melinda and Allie just did a great job at showing all of those. And I had to call Allegra out for the new machine because I know a lot of you watching too probably have a new machine still in the box somewhere in your house. And I had to just say it because we can all relate. We can all relate. All right, let's get into how you can get these products that we talked about today. Let's start with the 19X Elite. That was the first machine that they went over. Now, as Melinda did highlight, we have some great deals for you guys today. So if you get that 19X Elite long arm machine, you do have the option of getting a free frame. So that is included with purchase. Now, in the little parentheses down below on the screen, you have the choice of the Cutie, the Z-Zone, or the Q-Zone Queen frame. All of these are great. The Cutie is that smaller frame. So if you are limited on space, that is a great option for you to, that's the frame that I would personally go with. The Cutie is an awesome frame that's just designed for the smaller spaces. You still have all that room though to work on all those quilts, and the Z-Zone and the Q-Zone Queen are for if you do have the space to have a full setup. So, and those come in free with that 19X Elite. So definitely, if you have more questions, give us a call at 1-800-401-8151. We have financing available for all the products shown here today. So please give us a call. Our specialists over on the phones are very knowledgeable when it comes to these products. So just ask away, ask all those questions, and we will be able to get you started with those new machines. And then the 21X Elite. Now, lots of similar features between the 19X and the 21X Elite. You're just getting a little bit more space on that 21X Elite. It's a little bit bigger. So if you are constantly quilting, maybe you've got a business, you do quilting full time and you're constantly working on a quilt, getting them in and off the frames, definitely I would look into the 21X Elite. Now, this also comes with a free frame, and it's going to be that Evolution hoop frame. So great combo. Like Melinda was saying, we do have that in our retail store. So if you're local, come check out the 21X Elite on the Evolution hoop frame and see if it's something that fits for you, because I'm telling you, that combo is a force to be reckoned with, and you will be making quilts like nobody's business. So definitely check out that 21X Elite. Give us a call at 1-800-401-8151. And I always forget to mention this, but we have live people on our website that can answer questions for you as well. So if you can't get on the phone, just type, there's a little tab down in the bottom right-hand corner when you go onto our website, and just start asking your questions. And we've got people available all today and all throughout the week that can help you answer those questions, and they can also help you place those orders. So give us a call, chat with us live on our website, and we can get you that new machine. And then just two more products that we're going through today. We've got the Hummingbird, which is that new free motion hoop. Now, if you have a domestic machine and you want to start getting into quilting, and also again, if you are limited on space, this is such a great option for you to start quilting. And we have tons of videos already up on our YouTube channel. We did watch the launch party of the Hummingbird and the foundations last week, so you can see the full demo of how to use that Hummingbird, but it is so easy. We again have financing available, but this one specifically, if you wanted to get it today, all you need to do is put down a $20 deposit on our website. So you see the $299, that is the price for it, but all you would have to do today is just put down a $20 deposit. That holds your spot for our batch that is coming in around mid-October, and then we'll get that all shipped out to you. So go to our website, call in 1-800-401-8151, and get on that pre-order list for that Hummingbird. I'm telling you, it is a great, great way to get into quilting, and I am so excited for us to get one in our store, so that way I can really test it out, because like I was saying earlier, I don't have a long arm, but I've always loved the idea of getting into quilting, and I have quilted here and there. If you've been watching for a while, or you remember my Takeover Tuesday days, I did dip the toes into the quilting world, but I think the Hummingbird would be a perfect way for me to get into it as well. So definitely go check it out on the website. And again, if you have any questions, you can call or chat live on our website. And that last product that they talked about today was the QuiltMotion Foundations, and this is that software for the domestic machines. So this can go on the machine that you have sitting in your sewing room right now, and it will make all of the transition between, sewing on your machine. Using that software, it is going to make your quilting so easy, and it really sets you up for a lot of success. And we also do, so that's the QuiltMotion Foundations. With this one as well, we also do have a deposit little thing going on. So if you wanted to get a hold of that QuiltMotion X Foundations, all we need is a $99 deposit. So the $14.99 is that's the full price there for you. But today, just put down that $99 deposit and you'll be amongst the first to get your hands on the QuiltMotion X Foundations. Now, I will say, if you already have your domestic machine, you're already a step ahead with that QuiltMotion Foundation software, but you might want to get a little frame. And we have a bundle right now. So if you wanted to get that QuiltMotion X Foundations and a frame, we have the Cutie Frame and that software all together in one for $1,999.95. So you can go call in to our specialist on the phone, 1-800-401-8151, or you can chat live on our website. But if you've already got your machine, you're doing great. But this combo right here, you will be off to the races when it comes to quilting. So highly recommend. I wanted to show all these products for, all the different types of people here today. We've got all different kinds of quilters, the long armors. You've got the domestic machine quilters who use their at-home machine. You've got all of that there for you. But Grace, the reason why I love them so much is because they design products with all of you types of quilters and crafters in mind. So lots of options for you. I really hope you guys go check it out. And if you do get that Hummingbird, please let me know. And if you're in our Facebook group, let us know how it's going for you. And we cannot wait to see all the projects that you guys make with it. Also, let me know if you do have the long arms. So if you have the 19X, 21X Elite, even the other models, the 16, the other models that Grace has, I'm blanking now.
I think it's just the 16.
I think it is just the 16.
19, 21, and the Little Rebel.
And the Little Rebel, forgetting the Little Rebel. But if you have their other long arms, let us know how your experience is with it, because I have not talked to anybody who has not enjoyed their experience with their Grace machine. Again, it's so user-friendly. Grace really specializes in that, making it simple, easy, because when you have a hobby, you don't want it to be hard and difficult, because then it's not a hobby anymore. So I love that Grace really takes the time to make sure that it's all user-friendly for you and super simple. I mean, like I was saying earlier, I'm not the biggest tech person in the world, but I do know a little bit. I grew up with technology really growing fast, so I'm very used to it. But getting on Grace's machines was just a breeze. And I was like, I'm a quilter. And it's been 30 seconds of me holding this machine. So it's great. I love it. I hope you guys check out these products. And again, any questions you have, reach out to us, call in, and you can get on the phone with someone right away who is also quilters. We've got quilters on our end, and everybody that works with us, they all do some sort of sewing and things like that, so they can all relate to you. So go check those out. What a great show. I am so pleased. And I mean, I was watching Melinda and Grace. I think they made me feel better. I'm like, my nose is less stuffy. It woke me back up watching them and watching their demo. So thank you to Melinda and Allegra for coming on. But guys, it's time for the best part of the show here. And this is where we're going to really get excited here. It's giveaway time. So our first giveaway that we're going to do today is that $25 gift card. So if you have been eyeing something on the website, or you've been eyeing the Hummingbird, you've been eyeing the QuiltMotion Foundation, anything like that, this is a great way to get you a little discount off those new products. So Kyle, would you do the honors at spinning the wheel?
Spinning the wheel.
Spinning the wheel. We need to get you like an echo voice effect. Like spinning. Debbie Given! We have just given you a gift card. Congratulations. I cannot wait for you to get to shopping. If you would like to claim that prize, head to smplive.tv. Fill out that form that is on that page. Let us know. The most important thing that we need with that gift card is just your email address. So send us your email and we're going to send you a gift card code. that you can redeem at checkout. So you'll just type in that code and then you'll get $25 off your order. So how cool is that? Congratulations, Debbie. Again, SMP Live, you see it scrolling across the screen there. Just type that into your search bar and fill out that form and we'll get that gift card out to you ASAP. Now, next up, we are going to do our sew mats, which our sew mats are just famous. They're world famous. We've got them everywhere. I have them at my desk. I have them at my desk at my house. I use it. It's like a giant mouse pad if you're not using it to sew and not putting your machine on it. But these are great for putting your machine on top of because it minimizes that noise, all that vibration. It really does a great job at just keeping your machine stable and also protecting the cabinet or whatever you have your machine on. It keeps that protected as well. So say you have, I don't know, an Aero cabinet or some other type of really nice high quality cabinet, you want to keep that protected and scratch free as well. So we also have lots of different colors and sizes. So once whoever wins this today, you can go onto our website and pick which color and what size you want. We've got sizes ranging from small to extra large and you can pick. So depending on what kind of machine you have, or I always say go with the extra large, just that way you can have more space. It also can double as a pin cushion. You can throw your little pins on there and keeps it all protected. But let's go ahead and spin and see who's gonna win a sew mat today. I am so excited. I love giving out sew mats. They're the best. Jana, congratulations. You have just won a SMP sew mat. Now, if you would like to claim that prize, head to smplive.tv, fill out that information, let us know where we're sending that to. That's the most important thing for the sew mat. And then also most important thing, let us know what color and what size you want, and we will get that shipped out to you ASAP. Now, I have one more giveaway. Now, this is a new one. We actually just found this today, and if you want to come back to the camera, I brought one to show. So we have these adorable little sewing bags and I want to give some away. So I'm going to pick one winner, but I'm going to send 3 of these out to you so that way you can share them with your friends. So they're just these adorable little pouches that have little sewing machines on them, but I think we all can agree that you can never have too many bags, too many pouches, too many little zipper bags. You can never have enough. So I'm going to give one winner 3 of these today so you can go share. Keep them for yourself. I understand if you do, but give these to some of your sewing friends, or if you've got like a group that you go to or a guild, they are just like adorable little sewing pouches. So let's spin to see who's going to win 3 of these adorable little sewing pouches.
They're different styles too. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe
I forget
you.
what the other 2 are, but they're
yes.
different.
I should have brought all of them.
They're different. Donald Scott.
Donald Scott. Congratulations, Donald. You have just won these adorable little zipper pouches. So if you want to claim that prize, head to smplive.tv, fill out the information, let us know where we're going to send those to, and then we will get those shipped out to you and you can get to sharing, and it can be like Christmas, or you can keep them. I understand. Whatever you want to do with them. But I cannot wait for you guys to get these. So again, just go to SMP Live, fill out that form, and we will get those all shipped out to you. But hey, another successful show. We got through, you guys. SMP Nation helped me get through whatever little stuffy things going on up here. So thank you all. All of your good vibes have helped me through today. But again, a huge shout out to Grace for coming on today and spending the time showing us about the 19X Elite, the 21X Elite, the Hummingbird, and the QuiltMotion X Foundations. So much new stuff going on. So we want to make sure that we're showing SMP Nation all of the latest and greatest. And again, they just did a great job and I just love seeing them. And I'm so glad that I could reunite with them. It's been so long since I had seen Melinda and Allegra and all my family over there. They're just the best. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. And I do just want to give a shout out. Make sure you guys are signed up for our emails because we have been doing really fun little giveaways and flash sales and flash what else? The giveaways are a huge one, and I know we're starting a bunch of new ones in the next coming weeks. Be on the lookout in your email inbox for Saturday, okay? So if you have not signed up for our emails, there is a pop-up on our website. So you can go sign up for the emails, and that way you'll stay in the loop. And we've got some good stuff going up on the emails, and that's all Roger. So if you love Roger and you want to see more of him and see more of what he's got going on for you guys, sign up for those emails and you will not be sorry. They're the best. I look forward to my little emails from Roger every day. I'm like, hey, I know you. I know you. Yeah, he also sits right next to me. So yes. But again, thank you all so much for watching today's episode. We will see you guys next week with a brand new episode. And I think I'm not going to give anything away yet, but I think we're also talking about a bunch of new products next week with So Steady. So tune in for that. I can't wait for you guys to see it. But until then, I'm going to get out of here, and I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend start of your weekend, I guess. And go enjoy dinner since we're meeting later today. We've had a later live show. Enjoy your dinner and snacks, and I will see you guys next Thursday. Bye, guys.